What's happening? We're back to Channel Lele. True or false? That is the questiono. Do you get it? Like, got a new show, which, you know what it is? The reason why I'm doing this YouTube take is because I can create ideas based off nothing. Just me waffling. And I'm like, oh, that'll be a good idea to do. So I thought, who better to do it with than Rob, who's the most contrarian voice online? Yeah? You get me? And he always backs himself up, which is why it's a perfect topic. I thought I took one person today, maybe two people next time, maybe one person next time. We'll see. So make sure you're hitting the like button, following Rob's, his Twitter handle, which is below. There's no excuses because last time I was close to 1.5K. You guys did follow me, and it proves a lot of you do follow and watch these shows. So make sure you're putting your comments in, enjoying the show, liking the video, appreciating the consistency, and putting the comments in, man. Very important. People on the members as well. Justin Fan CFC. The meltdown strikes again. I think me and Rob are going to speak on it before we get into the show. I don't like the new app thing on YouTube. I don't know what we're referring to, bro. The more times we hear the Santos news, the fans get mad. It might lead to people not liking the player because of how people are reacting. That's a very, very good point, by the way. I'm big up. I think this is JJ. I think it is JJ, innit? Jermaine Smart. I think it's the new handle they're doing. Big up Daniel Knight, just always in the building here early. But big up Rob. As you guys see in the background, true or false? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Big up Rob, man. What are you telling me? You're muted.
Yeah, how you doing, man? You good?
Yeah, man. It's like, I thought I'd do a new show concept with you here. So you're the first one to to preview it with me, where essentially, I didn't explain this to Rob before, guys, because I want to put him on the spot. Essentially, we're going to go through some statements that I thought of. I'm going to put it on the screen, and you've basically got to explain why it's true or it's false in your opinion. That's basically what to do. So I'm going to put a few comments on the screen. It could be about players, managers, transfers of the transfer window. It could be about the club. Like, are we a bigger club than X, Y, Z? So every Friday, unless there's a mad breaking news I want to speak about, I'll do a show like this. But yeah, how you doing, Rob? I know you're working. I know it's early.
Yeah, I'm good, man. It's early. I'm still on my first cup of coffee, so we'll see how the day goes.
You know what's so weird? It's like, for me, it's the last 10 minutes of my day. But it's like the first, for you is what? Like the first 10 minutes?
Yeah. For me, it's just, but my day is just starting, so I haven't even.
That's mad, isn't it?
So yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
How the world works.
Guys.
Yeah.
So
you are 8 hours ahead of me.
Huh?
You are 8 hours ahead of me, so you've clocked in your 8 hours for the Friday.
What state is that?
I'm in Washington State, so just
that's the coast, near the coast.
Yeah, the coast. Yeah.
Wait, isn't that close? That's the closest to England, and it's 8 hours.
England is close, like the East Coast, the New York,
compared to other areas, like LA.
Yeah.
And all that.
I'm on the LA side. The New York side is closer to England.
Oh, did I get it wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, the LA side, we on the West Coast.
Oh no, you're Washington. You're the edge. I'm right.
No. Yeah, I'm on the edge, but I'm not closer to England.
No. When I say closer to England, I mean, let me show you the map. Yeah. Sorry, guys. This is interesting stuff. It's very interesting stuff. Chess thinking of DC, maybe.
Yeah, you're thinking of Washington DC. Yeah.
I am. Yeah, I'm thinking of DC.
Washington State,
the capital. Yeah.
I'm just south of Vancouver, BC, Canada.
Oh wait, I'm lost. The country's too big, Robert. The country's too big, man.
Yeah.
Oh my days, you're over there.
I'm way on the other side.
Oh, you're in Canada.
Yeah. So when I be coming to the bridge for a game, yeah, it's big time. It's a big sacrifice.
That's a massive sacrifice. That's like 2 weeks to go to one game. Wait, isn't it cold where you are? Is it warm? Because you're near LA, but you're near Vancouver.
Yeah, no, I mean it's summertime, so it's a little warm where I am. Otherwise I'd be walking in a hoodie or something. But
what does a calm state mean? Does that mean it's peaceful? Is it wealthy?
yeah, it's not. It's not too crazy. There's not. It's not too. You know, it's nature. You go hiking. You go. You might go to the coast to get on the beach or something like that. It's calm. It's a relaxing state. It's not like if you want a bunch of things to do. You go to New York or LA or something like that. It's not that equivalent. It's more of a, I don't know, relaxing.
Okay, so it's more friendly.
Yeah.
It's more friendly in terms of the environment, safety.
Yeah. The thing that you do, you wake
Yeah.
up, you get your coffee, you relax. You're in your day. It's easy. It's calm. Nobody's gonna bother you most of the time. But yeah, it's calm. There's not much craziness going on.
Okay, that's nice, man. That's nice. Wait,
Yeah.
who's fell Washington State? Who's from? Robbins. Because he's saying 8-hour difference. I was thinking that's only LA. That's got to be LA. Because I was thinking, then he said makes sense because on the west side.
Yeah.
But I thought you said Washington DC. I was like, wait, that's close.
No. DC is close to the other side. Yeah, DC. I would have been to the games because the games are on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on the way on this other side. Yeah.
Oh, I get what people are saying. Rob. They're saying YouTube is showing everyone's first names. So they're putting in your names that you put in from when you enter YouTube.
Where?
You see the thumbnail? They changed it. They've got actual people's names. But that's Prime.
Is it?
Yeah, for everybody. But it doesn't matter. Who cares? But people complaining about it. I like it. But people.
Oh, Abdi said no, Robert. I'm from there too. Wild. I love our state. Yeah, man. It's a cool state. It's a calm state. I love it. I love living.
It's relaxing. It's not as fast as Southern
California.
Yeah,
it's not as fast. Yeah. If you want the fast life, this is the place to come.
What's fast life? Oh, like city.
Yeah, if you want the busy, New York's, vibe or party all the time and everything happening quick, all the time, like a bunch of high profile games, high profile concert, high profile this and that. Yeah, not this any place.
Basically modern life. Modern, could say.
I mean, over here it's modern life too, but it's just a different kind of modern life.
Fast life. That makes sense. I get that.
Yeah. If you want
Fair
the
enough,
fast, yeah, this is not the place.
Fair enough. We get Rob's background there. Little segment there. Chairs we're from West Coast is nice, relaxing, rain sometimes, but when it's hot, nice beaches and mountain, lots of places. It sounds like a nice area to live in.
Yeah. So over here, instead of you go, I don't know, like you go hiking on a Saturday, where other people in other states might go, I don't know, you wake up to the day, you go to a concert, or you go to a party, or something like that. Here we go to brunch, with your homies or your your friends. You go hiking, you come back. There might be a fair somewhere. You go there, you go, and so it's more relaxing than
other places.
Than other places. Yeah, the nightlife is wild, and lights are never turned off or something like that. So here, we do our thing and we go to bed.
Simple life, simple.
Yeah, simple life.
What's not going to be simple is this question, Rob. The start, True or false, episode 1, Chelsea edition.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get straight into it, yeah? The first question for you, I'll put it on the screen so everyone can see. Make sure you're subbing, hit the like button for me, people, yeah? First question is, Sanchez should be Chelsea's number 1 next season. Sanchez should be Chelsea's number 1 next season. True or false? It's tough. And I think you've got to justify it.
If you say it's we're getting Mignon, then no. If Mignon is not gonna be
now, Rob, you've got to factor in what you believe can happen this window. So it has to be your truthful answer. Because if it's not the truth, what do you say? False, and you justify. So true or false?
I say
next season.
I say false because I still think we get Mignon. Because
Chat
I
saying
think we
false.
do. I think we do get Magnan because that's why I say false.
Okay, cool. So let's dive deep into this one a little bit. I don't think it's too difficult. Everyone in the chat saying false, even Rob saying false, and Rob, correct me if I'm wrong, it's because you believe we're going to get a new goalkeeper anyway.
It's
So you're
because
saying false because is that fair?
Yeah, I think it's. I would say false because I believe we're gonna get Mignon. If you ask me what I'd rather, you know, my priority would be to get new, better center backs over the new goalkeeper. But what I believe is gonna happen this summer, I think the likelihood of getting Mignon, who's a top goalkeeper, is higher than the likelihood of us getting a top center back or two top center backs.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So now that Branthwaite is signing his new contract and everything.
Branthwaite signing a new contract, and also someone said in my comments, they said that when we yesterday's show, we were talking about how we need a new right centre back, and I was asking guys who you'd want. Someone said we've got Fofana, and we've got Ansemino, and we've got Sarr. So if we were to get a first team centre back, we need to sell. We need to sell one of them, or they were to go on loan because that's too much.
Yeah.
It's like 4 centre backs. It's way too much. You need 2 or 3. I mean, 2 maybe.
Yeah.
2 right, 2 left, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Spot on. Yeah. So by that definition, unless somebody's out there plotting to give me Murillo, but
Before we move on to the next one, do you believe this? We are not getting Magnan because he's embarrassing clowns. Won't pay 25 million as a bargain, and they'll penny pinch. What do you think on that?
I think we'll get him because I think Milan will cave. I think if we go to them and say we give you 15 million, with a week to go in the transfer window, I think they will cave just because it's either that or they lose him on a free, and they're not in a position to financially, at least I think, to reject.
Sell him now.
Yeah, so I still think that they will sell him now. Obviously, the brief from them is Magnan is going to stay. The brief from us is we're not in need of a new goalkeeper, and the Magnan closed. And it's just a game of cat and mouse. But at the end of the day, I think we get Magnan.
And remember, you wasn't there for the debate yesterday. I don't know if you heard it because Jimmy and RSM are arguing, but they were basically saying that the briefings, RSM does believe some of them, whereas Jimmy believes it's just like big personalities giving their opinion, and they were kind of arguing about it. So you made a good point where the Chelsea side, they're putting out, we don't want him anymore, we're happy. Where on their side, they're saying, this is the price. And
on their side, they're saying, we're staying, we're planning with him, but let's see what happens.
And we're saying,
on our side, we're saying,
we don't want him anyway. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. On our side, we're saying, nah, we're good. We don't want to, we're happy with Sanchez and all those guys. Unless Milan caves, then we'll go in. So I think it's just a game of cat and mouse. And at the end of the day, I believe by on September 1st, Mignan will be a Chelsea player.
Okay, first one out the way. Sanchez number 1 next season. Triples. Love everyone putting in their comments. It's fun to see everyone respond as well. Robert's in the hot seat, but it helps Robert. It helps us engage. Right, second one. Put this in. Right.
Yeah.
I'm starting off not too difficult at the moment in time, but Delap being number 1, is that okay? True or false? So Delap being the number 1, so Chelsea won't get a starting forward this summer. It will be Delap and Jackson, either Delap or anybody else, but Delap will be number 1. Is that okay? True or false? Let me change it actually.
Do you mean instead of getting one of the higher caliber?
Yep.
Like Osimhen or Gyökeres?
Yep. So Delap being number 1, is that okay for everybody? So Robert's in the hot seat. He's going to respond. Delap being number 1, okay?
I mean, it is okay with me if he's number 1. It is okay with me, but I think, is it gonna be a clear undisputed number 1? No. He's gonna be number 1 maybe because he's gonna be number 1 maybe because I don't know. Again, Jackson's got one more game suspension, right? And so if he gets on the season and performs, then yeah, he'll be number one for the time being. But I think the gap between him as number one and Jackson number one is not really that significant. So I think it's number one number one A and number one B. I don't think one is a clear. I don't think he'll be number one, but I don't think it'll be as clear as if you're in Osimhen or Gyökeres.
Yeah. Like if he put one of them two in, he'd be a clear number two.
Yeah.
Number two.
Yeah.
Whereas right now he's not he's better than Jackson, but not enough to say he's out number one. But to answer the question, are you okay with it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not out of the strikers. I've been saying since January, out of the strikers on the market, including Gyökeres and Osimhen, my number one choice has always been Delap. Even over Šeško and Ekitike, it's been Delap for me.
So the only strikers you believe that could put Delap to number two position would be Gyökeres and Osimhen?
No. The only striker that can put Delap in number two or Jackson number two is Isak. I personally wouldn't bench.
Okay.
I wouldn't bench Jackson or Delap for Osimhen or Gyökeres. That's just me.
Oh, you would for Jackson, you would, but not for Delap.
No, I wouldn't. No, because I like what Jackson and Delap bring to the table, like more than just feed us for us to score goals. I think that they complement the team better, and I think that's more significant in my opinion than just having a striker who you're gonna just lump the balls to every single time you get, because that's what the way Man City does with Erling Haaland. Like everybody just feed the guy. And if you watch the game a little bit yesterday, you can see that Man City, like when it's Marmoush and all those guys and you can interchange, it is more fluid. They are more threatening when if you just bring Haaland as a target man and everybody just trying to feed him. So I prefer that method or that route more than just having one target man that everybody just constantly looking to feed. So I wouldn't bench. I've never been of the opinion that I would bench Jackson or Delap if we got Osimhen. I think Osimhen would have to prove that it can work, also for the team.
But do you not think I agree with you? But do you not think that if we bought him, the club would probably see him as number one?
Yeah, I mean, just because of the status that he would carry, the wages that he will be on, and probably the fee that we're gonna pay for, he's gonna command. That by the virtue of just how much investment you're gonna put in an acquisition like that, you are going to have to put in number one. But for me, on the pitch, I think we are a better team with an Osimhen than we are with the Delap or Jackson. I'm not so convinced that we are. So just because Osimhen doesn't offer the other things like the link up play, the dribbling, it doesn't. The attack is not as I don't think the attack would be as fluid as it is with Jackson and Delap as it would be with Gyökeres or Osimhen. That would be.
So your argument, can we listen to it? Is Gyökeres and Osimhen are more target men, whereas the fluid technical football would still be the same with Delap up front and Jackson up front.
Yes. So I think
yeah.
I think with Osimhen and the Gyökeres, the entire attack works for them. Right? Everybody's trying to create for them. Whereas with the Delap and Jackson, I think they make the all attacking unit be more fluid and be more threatening. Rather than just one man being the big threat, everybody becomes a threat. Neto is a threat. Cole Palmer is a threat. Esteval becomes a threat. Gittins becomes a threat.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you not think that if Arsenal to get Gyökeres and then Eze, Saka, Eze, Odegaard are still threats, even though Gyökeres is still there?
Yeah, there's still threats, but I don't think.
So you're saying, do you think Gyökeres would overpower the other threats? Because I don't think you would. If you got Saka there or Rodrigo Eze, they'd still be a threat to opposition.
I'm not saying they won't be a threat. I'm just saying if you put Saka okay, the Arsenal situation that you just listed, right?
Mhm.
Gyökeres coming and bang 30, 35 goals, right? But Arsenal is a team, in my opinion, would not score as many goals as
Mhm.
if as they would if they had a, let's say, Delap up front. I think the team scores more goals with Delap, but I think if you put the Gyökeres in there, Gyökeres himself scores more goals, but the team is in a whole scores less.
I think I get you.
You get me? Yeah, the Man City with Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus scored
Yeah,
100.
yeah, yeah. Shoot, I hear you. I hear that.
Haaland comes, score 50 goals, but they don't
Yeah.
hit as many goals as they did with Gabriel Jesus. Because with Gabriel Jesus, everybody was a threat. Like Sterling was a threat. Leroy Sané was a threat. Mahrez was a threat. Everybody could get you 10 to 15 goals. But with Haaland, it becomes, well, let's all just feed the big dog, the big dude. Let's all just feed him. And then he will score 35 goals by himself. But overall, the team will not score as much as many. That's just my opinion. And you saw it with Spurs as well. Harry Kane there, just scored 30 goals. The next season they lose Harry Kane.
They score more goals. Yeah,
they score more goals without Harry Kane.
It's a mad chat. What do you think what Rob was saying? I think it's fair, man.
People don't like the argument. People like his striker that will get you 30 goals, but I like my team to score more. I don't care who scores. I never care who scores. As long as I like the person that makes the team scores more.
Right.
Rather than just one person taking, scoring a bunch of goals. That doesn't interest me. I like the guy that would make my team score more goals rather than just one individual getting the brunt of all the goals.
No, but that makes sense. The only thing I would say, Rob, is that the logic makes sense, but we haven't actually seen Delap play yet.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we haven't seen him play, but I'm just saying, based on his profile and what he offers, I just think he makes the attack more fluid. Therefore, you go into a game, a coach can just say, well, we're not gonna, who we're gonna pick up. We don't know if he's gonna.
Yeah, we got Mark.
Yeah, but if you go like when you watch Arsenal versus Man City, like they all know. Let's just gang, like the Saliba says, if we handle Erling Haaland, we got a good chance of either getting a draw or winning this game.
Fair.
But I promise you, when it was Julian Alvarez, it was like, oh my god, because this guy can actually play ball.
He can do a bit more.
Yeah, he can actually link up, play better. He can be a threat. He can drop in and in those pockets in midfield and actually play football. In those occasions, I think Man City was a bigger threat, and I believe they're a bigger threat when Marmoush plays up top with everybody else around him than they are with Erling Haaland. But obviously, they're not going to drop Erling Haaland because
they're not.
He's a big dog. Yeah.
It's tough because Rob, this is a good segment to be on because you might be right in terms of next season, Delap may score 15, 16 goals, but the team might improve because he's got a focal point.
Exactly.
His fluid positioning and where he gets that foul near the penalty area, things Jackson weren't doing. Because Jackson's a good hold-up player, but he hasn't got the same attributes.
Yeah.
Right?
Like how we all marveling at Enzo Fernandez and Cucurella, how they were crushing the box and all that.
Yeah.
I believe it is because you see the Jackson and Delap, they will vacate those area, they'll make little runs here and there. And so the center backs, he's preoccupied to look into where Jackson is, where Cole Palmer is, that you forget that Enzo Fernandez is crashing the box. You forget that
he's making a run behind. Yeah.
We are more threatening that way, in my opinion, where it's like, oh my God, we forgot Enzo Fernandez also crashing the box. We took concern about Cole Palmer and Jackson or Delap, that we forgot that this other player and Moresca also exploited that. Like Cucurella, crush the box, get in there and get you some goals. Enzo Fernandez, get in there and get you some goals. And I believe we are a bigger threat. We are a better team when everybody is a threat from a goal standpoint. That's just me. If you put Gyökeres in there, He stands there and command the attention of the, and so the space is not there for Cucurella to make those runs. The space is not there for Enzo Fernandez to make those runs because the center backs are focused in the box. But when they drop in, they create more space because they have to follow a Jackson, they have to follow a Cole Palmer, and so it creates more space for somebody to make those to crush the box in Cucurella and Enzo Fernandez. And I prefer that than just having one man be a target man all day long.
No, 100%. That's true, actually. Oh. Guys, that was a sick one. And yeah, Rob makes some good points, man.
People disagree with me on that because people are enamored by, oh my God, my striker got 30 goals. Yeah, that's fine. I like a striker that will get a bunch of goals too. But I prefer a striker that will make my team score more. I'm really like I've really passed the stage of football where I'm fine with a striker. Like I want the team to score. I really don't care who scores as long as we are scoring goals. I don't care who scores the goals.
Hear it, man. Guys, Robert he's rattled a few people in the chat, which I like. Yeah, I've got the moderator. No, Robert, it's all good. It's all good. I've got the moderator screen right in front of me. So can all of you in the chat who want to be mods, can you send me your URLs for YouTube right now? So it should be your name with some code on it. Send it right now, and I'll add you to the moderator screen. Literally right in front of me. So I think JJ deserves it. I is always here. Someone else as well. DFA, Prime. If you can just send me your URLs, and I'll add you. Yeah, these aren't the URLs, but I want to make sure I can see you guys, so I can do it now as well. Be up to way is always here. Now Robert gets bare love. This is the thing, Rob. People think when you get a few hate, it means something. Nah, man. Like, me and Rob get love all the time, man. It's obviously people will get triggered. Or Robert's pointing. This what True or False is about. This is what it's about, man. I want you guys to have your opinions to disagree me and Rob. I'll give my opinion quickly while you guys get your URLs in there, so we can add you guys. So if you want to be a mod, one more time, you need to put your name in now with your little signature in there. I think that should work. Let me just try this one here. But yeah, Rob, what do you think on? How would you be disappointed then if you were to get someone like a Osimhen in terms of development, or not really? Would you not be a bit disappointed with that?
If we got one,
an Osimhen and Gyökeres, would you not be like, like what you kind of explained? Would you not be like, because we give like Delap a chance to at least perform? Or
yeah, I mean, yeah. It'll be naive to think that Delap, if you acquire a player of that stature, you bring him in here, and you're not gonna start him. That's just fool's gold. He is going to start if he comes here, but my overall point is that would I be crying if we got Osimhen instead of Delap? No. Would I be crying if we got Gyökeres instead of Delap? No.
Yeah.
But it's just a personal preference for me because obviously Delap and Osimhen and Gyökeres will get you 20, 25, 30 goals in any given season. But as I said, I don't think our attack will be as fluid with them with them in it or spearheading the attack as it is with a Jackson or a Delap. Like as I said, the only person, the only player, the only striker I would bench them for is Alexander Isak. Yeah.
Isak I get that.
He offers me the goals and he offers me what the others offer outside the box. Which I like quite a bit. Or Julian Alvarez. If you bring Alvarez, I'm happy days. I'm all for it.
Question before we move on to the next one. Do you believe Ekitike could come in and displace any of these? Because his qualities is what you described. They are what you described.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
I don't think it comes and displaces them right away. I think it comes, and I don't know. I'm struggling to even think that he's seen as a striker. I think he's seen more in the mold of those inside forward who can link up with a striker, right? Like even when they played together with Marmoush was more the goal getter, and he was more the person who was linking up the play and facilitating. And Marmoush was the one that was more of the finisher. And so he would be of the mold of Morgan Rogers and Joao Pedro or and all those guys, rather than a striker. Now, can he play striker? Yeah, he can. Can he excel at that, and then hopefully in one day maybe usurping a Delap or Jackson? Yeah, it's a possibility, but I don't see him as a proper number 9.
You don't?
Yeah, I think it's more
second striker.
Second striker, yes, but you have somebody who can finish like him, and let's say a Julian Alvarez. Oh yeah, cold all day long. Yeah.
Yeah,
because he does the link up play, and then Alvarez is just the bagsman. And I could see
even
that.
Alvarez he's different, man. He's very good.
Yeah.
You know,
so,
that would be
that one I'll do.
Boy, that was a good one. That lasted a long time as well. Clearly, that was a very good one there. And Robert gave his very contrasting opinion, which is good. And I think the next one you're going to enjoy.
Yeah.
You're going to enjoy this one.
Yeah.
The Chelsea fan base is toxic. True or false? I think we know where we're going with this one, because there was a few comments even today, Rob. I didn't even talk about it. You know how every single time on stream I go to, the fan base is crying about Santos or Chempong or whatever. And then today, the people in the chat are saying the Chelsea fan base now crying about Santos again.
Yeah.
And it's people to report about apparently Santos is not, he's not asking to leave, but he wants reassurances to stay in the team. And if not, he'll get sold. And everyone's like, he's going to get sold.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a joke thing. So what do you think?
Yeah, 100%. We are a toxic bunch. No doubt about it. Like
no hesitation.
Yeah, we panic at everything. Everything is doom and gloom. Then we get a little happy. Then if we lose one game, it's the end of the world again. Sack everybody and get rid of everybody. And then we go to the game, and on any given game, if we're not happy, we're booing players off the pitch at halftime and things like that. And we're crying about briefs left and right, but yet we're consuming the briefs left and right. If a player drops in form, we quickly to get rid of him. We've seen with Cucurella when people were calling him to get rid of him. Now Gusto's dropping form, we get rid of Gusto. Same with Jackson, and like we are a toxic fan base, and it is what it is. We are one of the we are the most toxic fan base, and DFA says we run on emotions. We are so emotional. We are so sensitive. Like if you're not overreacting to anything, to everything in the Chelsea fan base, you are labeled toxic positivity, and you should be raw. You should lose your head. You should be absolute. You should rant about everything every time something happens that you don't like. Petrovic can go, oh my God, how dare, emotional on 100. Oh, Santos, might not be the starter. Oh, how dare you, emotion on 200. Oh, Magnan, we negotiating the deal. We backed out. Oh, how dare you, emotion on 500. We are a toxic bunch and an emotional bunch, and yeah, man, I don't like. I'll be honest with you, I don't like our fan base. I don't like our fan base at all.
I don't know. But do you think there's a question? Because I agree with what you just said. Do you think it's gotten worse?
Who? We?
Because do you remember it being toxic before the Champs final times, or not really?
I'll be honest with you. I wasn't on social media then to kind of gauge. I was just.
Yeah, by the way, no, was I only joined Twitter back in uni days.
Yeah,
so before uni, I didn't know about Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah, no, I didn't either. Like,
yeah,
all these big accounts, I didn't follow them much until probably the last 12 months. But I think from where I sit, I think, I don't know, it seems like we get worse with time. we get more toxic with time. I think it just because that is what gets you engagement on Twitter. That is what gets you clicks on these videos. It's only when you're ranting and when you're having a meltdown that people like to watch that. People like to see that. People like to engage with that one.
Yeah, they like to see that.
When you're positive, people are like, yeah, man, that's a waste of time. Don't be positive, blah blah. I'm not feeling positive, so I don't want to be positive. And so even as Jay just said, win trophies united. Even when we will win trophy, we will all be united for 5 days. After that, back to being toxic again. Right? That is who we are. We just won the Conference League. Granted, it's a small trophy. We got Champions League and top 4. We're all united, all happy for 5 days. After that is, oh my God, is Andrew Santos gonna guarantee to have starting time? Oh my God, Magnan, how dare you didn't sign him? Back to being toxic again. So we don't even have a chance to compete for the next trophies, and we already lose our head. Yeah, it is what it is.
We won the Conference League, and we got top 4 on Conference League, and all people can say was, and these are the same people, Rob, that were like, "Oh, we're not gonna make it." The manager, I'm questioning him. The squad is terrible. Why did you do this? They went, yeah, whatever, yeah. I'm not saying to celebrate and that you won the Champions League, but don't have the energy of, oh, this is all doom and gloom. And then when you get it, it's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's nothing, man.
Well, yeah. We must title challenge next season.
Yeah, we got lucky. We lucked into that one. That's the thing. We'll say we lucked into it. So yeah, we are a toxic bunch, man. It is what it is. But hopefully that you know we become better. And you see that the thing is, we are so emotional that I believe our owners have clocked it.
Yeah, that's why they spread
our owners have clocked
it.
We will keep on rattling you guys until you figure out that it's a waste of time. Like, you know, they keep rattling them. They keep rattling the fan base with briefs here and there, left and right, and everybody just keeps absorbing it and losing their head about it. And I kind of think they love the engagement that it brings, because it keeps Chelsea's name in prevalent on social media at the very least.
Smart when they're negotiating, when you got
they will tweet, they will tweet, they will just brief a little bit, Garnacho, and all of a sudden everybody's no to Garnacho hashtag, and then it trends on Twitter, and it's just like, believe it or not, it grows the Chelsea's reach, because if we're trending on Twitter every single
people
day,
don't know the story, they don't realize the
story. That is how you sell jerseys, that is how you acquire new fans, that is how you just reach out. Like, whether, like people say, there's no such thing as bad publicity. Like, whether it's positive or it's negative, as long as it's out there, I don't think they care. As long as Chelsea is trending, as long as we are in the public mouth, it's something we talked about on Sky Sport, we talked about on Talk Sport, we have talked about on Twitter Spaces, we have talked about on every playback, on every YouTube show. All of this, as long as everybody's talking about Chelsea, I don't think they mind whatsoever.
I can't disagree, man. They actually play the people, and this is a good comment which we will respond to. This isn't a hate comment. Naturally says, some of us who are labeled as negative see the nonsense the ownership does, and you're triggered because the standard we once had. No, but I think this is fair to be negative of how the club's moving, but I think it's the people who they go over the top about everything, and they make claims that they're then debunked, but then they don't have the same energy. So, for example, they'll scream and shout and say we'll sell all our youngsters, and then Josh will get confirmed and they won't say a word. But then they'll scream and shouting the day before.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's just too much. I won't say it is a bit emotional, but it's too much one way or the other. It's everything's negative, doom and gloom. And by the way, I wouldn't even say I'm positive. I would say I'm objective. But because I'm objective, it sounds like I'm being positive. I'm not even saying anything, oh, we're going to win the league. I'm very positive. You've heard me say, oh, yeah, we're going to win the league, man. Like, oh, we got greatest team ever. I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see where we're going.
Yeah.
People go over the top. They're like, we hate the team. It's terrible.
Yeah. Like
know?
Dave just says, the perfect example of that right there is after the protest. What did they do the next day? What happened after the protest? Like it was just a little temper tantrum. Everybody, the media, everybody talks about it, and then we go on and make top four anyways. So everybody that you protested, and after that, it was well, move on. You know, it was nothing. It was nothing significant because as you said, if you're not losing your head, they label you toxic positivity. How dare you are not as mad as I am? How dare you are not renting as much as I am? Even though you might not, you might be like, you might be a little bit, you might be not going crazy or overboard, like you say, your objective. People might just label you as toxic positivity because your head is calm, unlike everybody. How can you be calm when we hit Andrew Santos guy might get sold? How can you be calm when we backed out of Magnan, the top goalkeeper, and stay with Sanchez? How can you be calm when we're getting Delap? We're getting Delap instead of Osimhen. How can you be?
We should be going for Gyökeres. This is terrible.
Yeah, this is terrible. How can you be calm when we're getting
20 goals,
Leao and Rodrigo?
If Delap gets 15 to 20 goals and we
Yeah,
improve as a team, they're still gonna say, but if we'd gotten Gyökeres, he would have scored 30 and we would have won the league. It's like, bro.
yeah, I hear you.
I've added literally on this stream alone, I've added about 3. So I'm getting the mods sorted out. It's a good point. A lot of my mods I made before, they don't come on like evening times. They were here when I used to go live in the mornings. But yeah, now glory to God, we've got more viewers now. So yeah, I'll mod you guys up. But yeah, that's a mad one. Rob.
Yeah.
We're gonna switch this round.
Yeah.
You have a chance. I'm gonna give you two free. I'm gonna need to half pass if you need it. You have to give me a true or false now. So that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do 3 or 4 to you, and then you have to give 1 to me, and then we'll give 1 to the chat.
True.
So you got 3 or 4 minutes to get it while I do these comments and look at what these lot are saying. Bit everyone in here. I'm gonna give Rob a few minutes. Then we're gonna really tough one to give me true or false. So if you missed it so far, we have done Sanchez to be number 1 next season. We said false. We are saying false because we think Manyang's gonna get a chance. We've got Delap to be number 1 striker. Are you okay with it? Rob said yes because he doesn't believe anybody can overtake him, be better than him. And then is the Chelsea fan base toxic? And obviously, you know what's going on there, innit? You already know the answer to that one. So yeah, man. That is that. And Godfrey's going to me. What name comes up when thingy? So I'm gonna get up right now while Robert's doing that, just so I can try and get the mods in. There's a Sarung Joji and there's a John Mosley. Is your name John Mosley? Be up, Wise Pappy, always in the building. Be it yourself, bro. Godfrey, you need to become a mod because you're always here. So is your name John Mosley or is it Soren Joji? Soren Joji? Soren Joji? Neither. Cool. That's why I didn't want to add it. But when that name there is what comes up. So yeah. So you guys need to find your URLs. For Joey, it works. Sometimes you might need to give me your actual YouTube names. Your actual YouTube names, and it should work. Big up Wes Pappy. Big up Wesley. If you send me your name, Wesley, we'll think about it as well. Let me try JJ's. I'm giving Rob a few more minutes to figure it out. You know? AJJ. Let's get this in. Guys, we can't be guessing. You kind of do need to know what the name is. AJJ. Let me put the @ here. AJJ, it's not coming up, man. Oh, wait, I found JJ. Lovely. AJJ's in. AJJ, refresh your screen, bro. You're in the building. Refresh your screen. You're back in. Anybody wants to become mods? Give Robert 1 more minute. Yes, Joey's back in the house. Come on. It's actually a lot easier. There we go. So now you guys will control. Big up. See you soon. Come on. Remove the app. Hey, JJ's gassed. So JJ now, if you want to be a mod, if you want to be here, you got to be in the chat, be respectful. Mods can help. They remove content, viewer posts, and yeah, you can manage a live chat. And in Joe's position, they can do that. They can use block words and change chat modes as well, which is really, really good. Mod me, bro. Yeah, I need to get your name, G. LA it's not working at the moment in time. Let me try this one more time to give Robert 1 minute to get his thing ready and steady. Pause. Well, like that was a weird thing to say anyway. Hey, L fam, is your name Chasing Productions 1? Is your name Chelsea Productions 1? Is that your name? Is your name Chelsea Productions 1? Let's Wesley M from let me try M Shores because he's a mod. Yes, Godfrey, your government name, bro. Big up number one. You so complicated, this is Robert, man. It's difficult. I thought I'd do now because some people they'll say MJ Show, is that your name? It's coming up with a kid's name, M.J Shaw. I'm not sure that's you. But anyway, Rob.
Yeah.
Talk to me. Rob's question.
All right. I got you. I got you one of these.
Chat.
True or false?
Yeah.
Chelsea will win the league or the Champions League in the next 2 seasons. Okay, I'll give you easy. I said 3 seasons. True or false? That Chelsea will win a major trophy, Champions League or league title in the next 3 seasons.
Well, I think there's a Wi-Fi issue. Hold on a minute. I think there's a Wi-Fi issue, Chad. Let me just hide away from this question. Stop me, man. Got him.
He went to seek help.
Hey, yo, where's ChatGPT? Where is ChatGPT?
He went to seek help.
Yo.
True or false? Yo. Chelsea will win a major in the next 3 seasons.
Yo. Rob.
Yeah.
All right, cool. 3 seasons, yeah?
Yes.
So this is Champs or Prem?
Champs or Prem, yes. I'm not here talking about FA Cup.
3 seasons includes obviously next year. So next year, year after.
Yeah, 25, 26, 26, 27, 27, 28.
You know what? Yeah. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it.
I agree.
We're gonna do it.
What's your logic? Are you just guessing, or you think this team the evolution of the team will be so much so that we probably will be the best team in the league?
When I come back, I'll tell you. But chat, Robert's can explain his logic. I want to come back and we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I think I said this since last season. I think we'll win the league in the next 3 seasons because I think the evolution of this team will take a step every season. We're gonna take a step. Like we saw last season, that our midfield now is probably one of the best in the league. With Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez now. Cucurella has grown massively. You have when you address the left wing position, we've addressed the striker depth, and if we bring in the back, Cole Palmer, assuming he's gonna regain the form that he somewhat. I'm not saying that him replicate what he did under Poch, but to kind of somewhat keep his normal average, not this nonsense of going 16 games without a goal or nothing like that. But regain his regular form. You get Esteval that comes in. You get on the left wing, Neto, being in this system after a whole year. The fact that at the end of the season we saw how he had started to understand the system and actually perform much better. Going to next season with that squad depth, we're gonna grow a lot more. I think next season we're gonna challenge for the league, and then after that it's little minor tweaks here and there. Whether it's you need upgrade on center backs, you can do that either this summer or next summer and go from there. Goalkeeper, if you address it this summer or next summer, you go from there. But that is, I think, from midfield, fullback, the position that I think we are elite on and we're gonna be really good on is fullback, midfield, and our attack. We're gonna be pretty good. Center back and goalkeeper, I still have my doubts. But I think one more season we'll see how they go. If you can get a Magnan at the end of the season, at the end of the transfer window, hey, happy days if you can get a Mike Magnan during this transfer window, and that way you just watch how the center back operate, and you kind of decide which one is good enough to go with in a title winning campaign, and which one you need to upgrade on. And I think with 2 or 3 seasons, bro, we'll be one of the best teams in Europe. I'm fully convinced, because as many people know, I really rate our recruitment. I call it elite recruitment. So don't judge me on that one. But the way we're recruiting players. The way we're investing, like next season, we already got Kenda that's coming in. We ain't even closed this transfer window yet. We already got somebody that's coming in next season. Who knows who's gonna pop up and have a fantastic season, or Andre Santos type season at Strasbourg? That we're gonna be all cramming. Oh, this dude needs to come to Chelsea. Who knows who that might be at Strasbourg? And then we'll see. So we have, bro. I like the position that we're in, and I like that going into this season, we're gonna make upgrades in certain areas, and then next season also we make upgrades in certain area, and I think a proper title pursuit starts in 26-27. I think we might come just short in 26-27, but in 27-28, I think by then I think we will have either a league title or a champs, if not both.
Really? I was listening.
Yeah.
Definitely. No, I'll give you my logic, because I feel like, Robert, people look at football sometimes in a vacuum.
Yeah.
So they assume everybody's gonna get better, and we're just gonna get worse because of how.
Yeah, facts.
I'm being serious though.
You're not lying.
People just Chelsea maybe in 5 years will be good, but the same way they don't know if it's going to work, they can't say it won't work.
Mm-hmm.
So the same reason they can say to me, it's never been done before. So how can you say you're going to win? I could say to them, how do you know it won't work next year?
Yeah.
How do you know Enzo might step up another level?
Yeah.
Or the players you bring in, we might get one more Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
When they come in and they score not 20 goals.
Yeah.
With Gittins or Kudus comes in and scores 10 goals, and Palmer gets 15, and Delap 15, and Neto gets 5, 7, then Noni gets 5, and Enzo gets 10.
Yeah.
And then
last season, if you had gone in and say, well, at the end of the transfer, say, well, Enzo Fernandez is gonna have 18 assists by the end of this season. He's gonna have 25 GAs. People will look at you funny, because he was like, he had 6 last season or something like that. I don't remember exactly the amount of GA that Enzo Fernandez had, but
6.
Yeah, but you come and say, he's gonna go from there to having 25 GA. You would be like, nah, you are tripping. Like,
you won't believe it.
Chelsea fans wouldn't believe it. Rivals would have thought you were high on some strong, but at the end of the day, here we are. Enzo grew. Cucurella, like, who would have known Cucurella would be a goal threat? You know what I mean? This brother has scored one goal in 3 years. Huh?
You got 7 or 8 goals, isn't it?
Yeah, and crucial goals too. Like, he won us the game against Leicester. He won us the game against United. With his goals, crucial goals too. So you know, who knew? People always assume that everybody else player is gonna get better.
Yeah. When's it gonna get worse? Yeah.
Everybody's transfer is gonna work out except Chelsea's transfers. Everybody else manager is gonna succeed except the Chelsea man.
Literally.
Yeah. So it is.
That's how people actually see it, you know. They're like, oh, like, by the way, I'm not saying their logic does make sense because it's never been done before, but then you got to use the same energy. Like, so many players can improve. You don't know, like the same way Palmer came out of nowhere. We might see
Esteban.
2-3 signings. Esteban, for example, to come in, and then there's another. Like, people are just assuming it's going to be another Noni.
Yeah.
Esteban.
Yeah.
That's how they're viewing it. Delap's going to be another Jackson, but it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
But Delap might be better than Jackson. He might get 15, 16 league goals.
Or Gittins going to be just another Sancho.
Or Gittins will be a good player who gets 10 league goals and a few assists. And we might get another big game player like Neto. Yeah, exactly. I'm not disagreeing with the set pieces and whatnot. I'm not saying. I know we had the third best defense. So people have a go. It's like, come on, third best is the third best out of 20. Out of 19, sorry. But yeah, that's how people are viewing it. So I understand how they view it that way. But at the same time, football doesn't work the way you think it does. I keep telling people this. People thought Chelsea wouldn't make top 4 or this team won't win this trophy because why? Tottenham, they'll be Man United. Look what happened.
Yeah. No, spot on, bro. It is what it is.
It's not weird. It's unpredictable. It's not even doom and gloom because that implies we're being ultra positive. I don't think me and Robert, we're actually using what we see, the facts, the players. You know, the same. We were struggling for top 4 back in Roman days.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So
we were. Yeah.
We came 12 from Roman days. So was it 10th or 12th?
10th.
In between our 2 leagues, we became 12th or 10th.
And Jose, we finished 10th. Yeah.
It was 10th, that's what it was. 12 was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying? The context aside, we still finished 10th.
We still finished 10th, yes.
And
Hazard had a stinky season. Nobody called for him to get sold. You know what I mean? Or people were, I don't know. I wasn't on social media then, so I don't know if people did call for him to get sold because he had one bad season.
If social media was around now, then
they would have been like, let's sell him. Yeah. Madrid, come get him or something like that.
Not selling, but they would have been like, oh, you flop, you're overrated.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like it's very, very interesting how people change their views. But big up, people. That was the last one. Great show there. Me and Aaron. Great to see everyone in the chat. Got a few odds in as well. Make sure Rob's Twitter is below, so it's very, very easy. All you literally got to do is go to the guest handle section in the description, you call it. And Rob's channel is literally just there. His handle's there, Mr. MLR Paul 2001.
Yeah.
So you highlight that, you put that in your search engine.
By the way, I was not born in 2001. Just so people know.
Yeah. I was thinking.
People always act like I put that because I was born in 2001. No, that's when I opened. I got my first email address.
Wow. See, that's mad.
Yeah.
That's when I was born. That's when I was born, bruv.
Yeah.
Just update yourself, man.
Big up the channel.
It was working, man. So we'll see when Robert comes on the channel. So yeah, always showing support whenever people come on the channel because one day I didn't have a channel and I featured and people helped me along the way. So we keep us in edgy, man. Make Godfrey a mod. I'm trying to, bro. I'm trying to.
You better pull up with a hashtag, you know.
Make Godfrey. No, Godfrey deserves it though. He's always here. He's always showing love.
Good.
But Godfrey, I'm actually trying to find your name using the Wadelane thingy-majiggy. But nothing's coming out, man. Names are coming up, but it's not the name. It's not the full name you're sending me.
So the government name.
Yeah. Wadelane. Nay. 23. No users matching. If I type in your name. Oh, wait. Godfrey's name has changed. I just teamed it. Scroll up, Ches. What do you mean? We need to end the stream, bro. Quickly. Let me try Godfrey one more time, bro. And then we'll end the live. Nearly 1 hour now. Yeah, big up Robert for joining, man. We'll get a streaming next week, of course.
Yeah, big up, man. Thanks for having me.
Is your name Michael? No, can you not? But yeah, chat, we gotta go, man. So I'll do this offline. Godfrey, send me your name on the comments below. We'll get that done. Love people out of here. Love for love. We'll see you guys soon. In a bit.